Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're starting a new series that features some different ways that I've incorporated memorabilia and little mementos into my scrapbook pages. Today's is a very simple layout, but it's very memorabilia heavy. So this past semester I had a full-time job and I planned this event and I wanted to show you how I'm going to document that. A lot of times when we have memorabilia, we don't know what to do with it, and in this case I have 2 ID badges and some pamphlets. Now I know that a lot of places have like pamphlets, like amusement parks, and like if you go to a show, sometimes you'll get a little pamphlet and you like to keep those things. Also, this paper is from Little Yellow Bicycle. Really old paper, but really adorable. But we have pamphlets and things that we hold on to and tickets, and the only reason I don't ever scrapbook tickets is because I have a box that we put all of our tickets in, so I never really scrapbook them. But besides that, there's all sorts of memorabilia, and we really like to capture them and store them in our albums. Now sometimes we have pictures to go with them and sometimes we don't. In this case I only had one photo at the time printed, and I have that included here. And one way that I think is a great solution to giving your scrapbook some interactivity is pockets. I love using pockets. I do a lot of pocket journaling, so my hidden journaling usually. And on a lot of like these types of layouts where there's a big event that happened, you'll oftentimes want to journal a lot about it. So if that's you, be sure to give yourself either a pocket so you can make the whole story the length that you want, or give yourself enough room on the page, or do a fold out. I've seen a lot of people do those when they're trying to do memorabilia. But I just think it's really important that we don't get overwhelmed by our memorabilia, because I had more than these few things from this event, but I knew that in a few years these are the only things that I'd really like to have, if you know what I mean. So we have to be a little bit picky about what we keep, otherwise we'll be considered hoarders. Even though some of us consider ourselves hoarders now because we have so much scrapbooking stuff. But what I'm doing now is I'm using this K & Company Smashbook brand pocket. So these are meant for the Smash books, but it was the perfect size for my pamphlets and maps. And it says great contents inside, which I thought was really cute. So you can either make your own pockets or buy pre-made ones. There's a lot of different sized pre-made ones on the market. I know Simple Stories has some, K & Company obviously has some, and there's also those like glassine envelopes that are nice. And now I'm going to actually glue down these badges, and since I have 2 I can show both sides, but if you don't have to, feel free to like make it into like a little flip action using washi tape. I've seen that done as well. A really great idea actually. Because a lot of times I feel like most people who look at a scrapbook don't know it's interactive. So I think sometimes we need to show them to people while we're there and tell them all these things, so then when they give them to the next generation, they can show them how to interact with it. As you can see, there's my cat. She's really been making appearances in a lot of the videos lately, but I hope you guys enjoy seeing her. I don't know why, she just loves being, well, most cats like being up on top of things, but she likes to be right in front of the camera. So now I'm just using this piece of 6x6 paper by KI Memories in the Berry Blast pad, and I'm matting the photo. I really liked, most of my things were orange because that's the color of my school, but orange and blue go really well together actually, even though they're opposites, they just attract the eye. So it's a really good idea to look into color combos that work with your memorabilia like I did. Sometimes that's really hard because if, for example, you're using Disney maps and stuff, they're chock full of color. So that'd be a little bit more difficult. But if you narrow it down to a few colors, like here I did orange and blue, even though there's yellow on the page, I didn't choose to highlight that at all. So as my cat friend is helping me here, I decided that I wanted to use a doily to give the photo a little bit of texture behind it. And I think about using one of these Paper Studio Gemstones, but I end up not doing that because I think it's a little bit too much, because the page is very busy. At least I think so, because it's very up in your face. But I'm going to glue those down, and then I'm going to frustrate myself using these Studio Calico letters, because I got these from an online store. I don't really remember which one, but the way these were cut, I guess, just they didn't go through the sticker page, but they went through the top paper layer. So like the paper part comes off where the letter like shows, but the sticky part doesn't. And so I, of course, picked out a really long title to use, and so I struggled with that for quite a bit once I have everything glued down here. So my title is going to be Imagine That. I didn't want to do Imagine RIT because everything else already says that. But I plan to have my journaling like tucked into the pocket along with the pamphlet, because I feel like intuitively people see the pamphlet in a pocket and they think they can pull it out. And since this is at the top of the page, they don't have to take the whole layout out to get the pamphlet out. So that's another tip: if you put the interactivity towards the top of your page or wherever your page is loading. So like if it's a side loader, or I think those are the only two kinds of loadings, but just make sure it's easily accessible and that people know about it, and that way it'll last hopefully for generations. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm just going to finish putting down all of these little Studio Calico letters, and I'll have some close-up photos at the end, and I'll have a ton more information on my blog. I hope you guys will enjoy this new series, and I hope to incorporate a lot more memorabilia into my layouts. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.